Hi Leo, this is Kim. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be your weekly reading. I'm going to make this for the week of August 30th through September 5th. So Monday through the Sunday. We're going to start off always with oracle cards, pretty much. Usually I always start with our oracle cards because they tie into the reading. So let's get going. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, for supporting the channel. I appreciate you all and all your support. It means a lot to me. I want to send that out there. And let's get going. Spirit, if we can get messages for the sign of Leo, please, for their week to come. The week is going to be for August 30th through September 5th. And let's start us off with an oracle. So Spirit, give us something that we can grow from, learn from, help us with our week to come. All right, Spirit guides, angels, higher self for our Leos. This is the oracle of genetic gifts. The one, and sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it is about soul purpose. So let's add that to it because sometimes it is. These are just little trigger words I like to throw out there in case you can relate. Because a lot of people have gifts coming up to the top. Let's say like a gem surfacing to the top, and sometimes we don't know what to look for. Although sometimes you could just feel like a little strange, like how did I know that? Or you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, your gifts do come and they do show themselves. Whether you want to take it as your spiritual gift or not, I guess that's up to you. So the spiritual arts definitely is your gift if you are into the spiritual arts. As artist, designer, singer, sculptor, maybe this is something that your soul is into too, and it's trying to speak to you through this reading. Very possible. The spiritual arts. Also, would you want to put those arts maybe on TV? Or show somebody how you do something on TV? YouTube is great for that. YouTube is a great platform. It may be something that you're considering doing and maybe you need a confirmation, and there is your spiritual calling card for YouTube then. All right, pendulum reader, scrying, rune casting, and dowsing. Pendulum reader, something that you can look into. It definitely would be part of the divination tools that you can use. Very similar to tarot. They're similar to what you already use with tarot if you use tarot for yourself. Let me look at these cards because sometimes the angle of this camera, actually, I think it's going to go okay this time. All right, so those are our gifts. Those are our spiritual gifts that they are wanting to highlight for you. Leo, we've got so much more. I'm sure of that. I'm sure Leo has much, much more. And we will do, we'll pull another oracle card too at the end. Near the end. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Leo's Celtic Cross general spread for their week? What is going to be their issue? Ooh, nice issue, Leo. It's going to be about your pentacles. About your pentacles. So this is a good issue to have, I would say. It always reminds me of the sun, too. Whenever I see this Ace of Pentacles, it reminds me of the sun. This is good. This is good. This is probably little success that you see, that, you know, maybe even something more substantial. What I'm getting is that the success that you're seeing in the beginning is not, don't think that this is not it. That's the message. This is not all. This is not it. This is just the beginning. That is the message. This is just the beginning. So this is something really exciting regarding your finances here, Leo. Or stability, because it is a general read, and I guess I don't like leaving it out that some people are good with money, right? Some people have beat that wonderful challenge of ours and are looking for stability. They're looking for safety, security, with maybe a big solid relationship or something like that. And that Ace of Pentacles can represent the stability too, okay? So it might be an opportunity to find stability in a partner or something like that. Yeah, so I don't like leaving that out. Seven of Pentacles is the challenge. Okay, so yeah, in any it's like growing plants. I mean, and it's funny. Well, it's exactly like what's going on the card. It's growing plants. I mean, it's knowing that things need water, things need care, and things need time. During that time, all kinds of thoughts can go in and out of our heads. I mean, we can be contemplating whether we want to quit or not in the middle of everything. This is just that contemplation time too, and it is about waiting, and it's about patience. So maybe this card is saying, hey, look, maybe you need to have a little bit more patience either with yourself or with this project for actually making the money that you need it to make. I think that's kind of where I'm going with the message, is that it is going to get to the money that you need to make. It's just going to take time and patience. All right, so for the root, or at the base of everything, we have the King of Cups. Appropriate with her meowing in the background, because the King of Cups in the reverse is someone who's kind of they're not very balanced. Okay, their emotions, maybe, I don't know, maybe you go quick from anger to happy or something like that. There's something a little, it's like, maybe it's a little off kilter. It's not completely off balance. Like this isn't a horribly mean person, okay? This is just somebody who's very sensitive and is having an issue or a time dealing with those sensitivities. I feel like that's with the King of Cups. Sometimes it's like an explosive person. I can think of like a lot of temper issues, but this time I'm feeling like I'm almost feeling at the root of this is like some kind of empathic feeling, some kind of sensitivity, and maybe that's something that you're being brought into. Maybe that is something that's trying to be revealed to you, is a sensitivity of yours that it might not be what's on Google. You know, it might not be one of the, here's the top 6 these things that you can have. This might be a gift that's completely unique to you, and I think a lot of people have these gifts, these completely unique to them gifts. So character-wise, sure, we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's what we got so far. I'm feeling long-winded today. I don't know why, Leo, so you just have to bear with me. 2 of Wands in the recent past was you looking at all of your possibilities and seizing something by focusing on it, by knowing that what you think of comes into reality. What you put especially when you put the energy and the feelings, it's the emotion and the feelings that makes that wish and that drive so much more expansive. And it's not that you don't know these things, Leo. You know all of the things I'm talking about. These are just the things that help remind you, where you came from here in the past. You can't forget that this was something that really, really inspired you. And I think the message is, don't forget what inspired you to start. Don't forget what inspired you to start, because part of that is going to be taken along on this dream. Part of that is going to be part of the purpose. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, Page of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups. Biddy. Shh. Okay, let's see if that'll work. The 8 of Cups. Okay, and oh my goodness, the 9 of Cups. It's always so tempting just to go right through this deck instead of putting them all out. So leaving something behind, or emotionally detaching from something that didn't serve you. In a way, I can see 8 of Cups being having to emotionally detach yourself from even a behavior that stops you. So, such as an addiction that would stop you from being able to have the money to reinvest into a company. Emotionally moving away from a behavior that was detrimental to you or company or something, and then ends up leading to your wish come true. So Page of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could represent a child. It's usually about finances. Once again, stability and finances. If you are looking for love, this reading is really good about stability here for you. So good news of a new adventure here, and something that's really, I feel like something is taking off. And I feel like the page of I almost called it a page of potential because that's how I'm looking at it. The Page of Pentacles is like, you have so many potentials out there, and this is like confirming that yes, you do have a lot of potential, and they all could probably make you a good amount of money too. Ooh, good, Leos. Good. About time. The last couple of days have been rough as far as your reading goes. Okay, near future energy for Leos. Oh, nice, Leo. Leo, you have to top it off. So you're my first reading today for the week, for this week reading coming up. And I mean, look, you're even wearing the earring V for victory. I love the pants. I love the outfit. She's like, yes, I'm going to go bareback on a white horse and let everybody raise me and lift me up, because you have the right to sit on your high horse. You know, when somebody's sitting on their high horse, you have the right. You've been through so much, and the near future energy is going to have people saying, look with what Leo did with the lemons. Look at all this lemonade they made. Oh my goodness. And they lift you up. It's good. It's good energy. Oh my goodness. And this one just kind of, did you see how it slipped out here? So we have the devil energy. I'm not necessarily I'm not looking at this as something necessarily. Okay, the only thing that could knock you off of your horse, okay, the only thing that can knock you out of your victory that you're having here in the near future is an imbalance. So an imbalance that could possibly come from influential things that usually, and I'm thinking like things that always keep you behind, the same things, the triggers, those can come up. And maybe you are feeling tempted about something. You may be feeling tempted, and that might be why this is coming up, and that you are feeling. Or you just might really be feeling kind of like a Capricorn, in the sense that I'm feeling like you're really planned. You know what you're in store for, and you're super organized. And I think if you can just handle the making sure your emotions don't get out of control. Once the emotions get out of control, you know, they end up, well, they don't have to run the whole show, but they end up running the show. So it's best just to get your emotions under your control to begin with, okay? Even if you try to repress things, oh, they still end up running the day, whether you know it or not. All right. So that's good though, because this is like you not ignoring your shadow side. Leo, this is you not ignoring the things that are going to need to be taken or paid attention to, the things they're going to be paid attention to, because it's like it's coming up as you're going to have this big opportunity to totally mess up. That's how I'm feeling this, is that there's going to be a huge opportunity to mess up here. And I don't feel like you are, okay? I feel like look, it's all your choice. It's all your choice, but this choice feels a little bit different. Feels a little bit different than the other choices. This choice is so different. And the Seven of Pentacles versus like the Two of Swords, the choice is so different, because this one, you've got a lot in stake. You have put a lot of personal work into this. Bitters. And then Knight of Swords in the reverse is kind of like a resistance to some change. Not wanting to have to do something. You know, it was so interesting. I'm going to tell this story about this guy that I saw on a near-death experience, and I just want to throw it out there. I know that's not everybody, but I do want to throw this story out there. So he had a near-death experience, and one of the things that happened to him was he had a blood clot issue. And that was part of the reason, I guess, that caused his near-death experience. Anyway, so after the near-death experience, he ends up getting separated from who he was with during that time when he had the near-death experience. Anyway, the point of the story is that later he goes to a reader or some psychic who lets him know that the blood clot was there because he had let a relationship go on too long that had already run its course, and it caused the blood to clot. so yeah, like it developed into an actual disease, the things that he didn't take care of. And he said it was so hard for him because he really liked this person. There was nothing wrong in the relationship. It had simply run its course. So I don't know why I'm telling you that, other than there can be unforeseen consequences when we don't want to change things that really need to be changed, and that when we don't do things that need to get rolling. Okay, the hopes and fears here. Hopes and fears. Oh goodness, it's a lot. I'll take them, but I'm probably just gonna take one. Yeah, well, whatever. What the hey? It's your reading. Let's just take them. There's only 4. So, 8 of Cups. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, you're going to have to emotionally detach and move away from something that maybe you don't even feel like moving away from, but it's to go get your 9th cup. It's exactly what she's going after here. So, 3 of Pentacles is like saying, that's your guidance. I feel like this is saying, look, this is your guidance. Go after your 9th cup. Don't hesitate. Don't delay. And stop feeling guilty for wanting to lay the groundwork to your dreams. Okay? You may be fearing some kind of education too coming up. That's just for some of you. Okay, whether it's continuing education or whatever it is, there's a big resistance to not leave a situation. I feel that strongly. Okay, the outcome, 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups, but you know, that was going to be there anyway. I hate to say that, that was going to be there anyway, though. The reason that was going to be there anyway is because, oh, and we have the star on the bottom. The reason I say, okay, this is going to be here anyway, this 5 of Cups and the outcome, is because this whole reading is kind of about how you've been given this guidance to do something, to walk away and find your ultimate 9th cup, okay? Your ultimate hope, your dreams, your wish, your desires. The regret is simply that you didn't do something sooner. That's it. And the regret also looks to be like time lost. That's what it feels like. And since, you know, we could even deconstruct time, right? It's just, we could totally tell, I could tell you why this does not even matter in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter because we're only really living here in this present moment. There's always going to be the regrets and the sadness of the things that you walk away from, especially if you didn't perform to your peak performance. Don't worry about that because that is normal. That is normal. The guilt is normal. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, maybe this is like, I wish I had done this sooner. This either getting out of this energy where you've been ignored, or this financial thing. Like maybe you find out what financial thing works, and then at the end you're like, why the heck didn't I notice that before? So that's kind of what I'm feeling for your outcome. I love this outcome. Oh, the Fool. So the Fool, brand new. And I love brand new because brand new is right here with the Ace of Pentacles, and brand new to me always, there's this sense of you're going to get either a new business opportunity. There may be a birth. I mean, it's something really big, guys. Something big, and it's what you've been wanting. It is your star. Look at that. Some of you really need to go buy yourself a pendulum. Some of you need to buy yourself a pendulum because you might be super good at it. Some of you, it's like kind of like this. So with the Hierophant, okay, we have Aries, Taurus. You may be dealing with Aries, Taurus here in the outcome. They might be characters helping you on this trip or on this wild earth ride. So the Fool, that new experience, and the Hierophant, it's a new commitment. It's a commitment to something brand new here, Leo. I'm so excited doing your reading because it's such a good reading. Wow. I didn't even know I was going to spend that much time on it, but wow. Good, guys. Good. I'm glad you got a good reading. Thank you for having a good life, because it makes my life easier too to get to give you these messages. Bring some flowers in, unless you're really allergic to them, but flowers will brighten up your space and create a fairy friendly place. Oh, and here's the sunrise, always darkest before you see that dawn, Leo, and you can start to see that dawn, can't you? Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. All right, thank you so much. Sending you love and light as always. Bye, Leos.